You have the home field advantage with Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Hawks and sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle lead an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists working with athletes of every level to prevent injuries, enhance sports performance, or heal through surgery and rehabilitation. Let Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic get you back in the game and keep you in the game.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazin' Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see Domino's.com/rewards or call Domino's.
Looks like the Salina Central Mustangs and the Hutchison Salt Dogs in week.
Salt Hawks.
Salt Hawks?
Salt Hawks.
Not Salt Dogs.
Salt Dogs. No.
Oh, yeah, Salt Hawks for week 4. The Salina Central Mustangs are 2-1, and the
we have Salina Central at 2-1, and I believe the Hutchison Salt Hawks at 1-2.
So we have the Salt Hawks walking onto the field now.
Yeah, we had last week's game was the South Central game. Played very much earlier than other games. We don't really see those two teams play each other so early in the year, at least not recently. Of course, Central looking pretty good so far this year. 2-1 record, their only loss. About 63-0 to Derby, but it's going to be hard to put up a fight against Derby. Doesn't matter who you are in the state of Kansas.
And that's definitely true. But we will see just where they're at right now with the. We'll get to see where these Mustangs really are tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, of course, coming off the big win last week, hadn't won a South Central game in about 7 years. Kind of see how they keep that momentum going. You know, usually you kind of have a little bit of a lapse after a big win.
Yeah, and you'll notice that I think that will show from the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. You might see a little bit of lapse from Central. Just kind of depends on how they can kind of withstand that if they do have a little bit of a lapse. And of course, a lot of that goes into just the whole week of preparation, just with the mindset. Just kind of ends up affecting what gets out onto the field in the end.
Well, it looks like the captains are headed out to the field for the coin tops.
Pretty beautiful night here in Salina. It was pretty cloudy most of the day, but right before kickoff, still really some high clouds, but the sun definitely shining here on the east side of the stands. And Hutch has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Central will get the ball to start the game.
And this is where they can show what they're really made of from the very start of this game. If they're going to go pound it out, or are they going to go up top?
Yeah, and I think a lot of times, I mean, a lot of scoring, of course, comes from your offense, but I feel like your defense is usually the unit that sets the tone for a lot of the game.
Yeah, but if that offense goes down the field and marches it down there, that momentum is on that starts a fire.
Yeah.
And that can actually start your defense.
Yeah. And we'll see how Talon Peters is this week. Had a monumental game last week against Salina South. Kind of was under the weather, let's say, and kind of had a little injury he was fighting towards the end of the fourth quarter. But hopefully he's all well rested this week.
He was running hard. He wanted to win that game bad.
Oh, you could tell, for sure.
And he seemed a little excited about the opportunity that they had to break that streak.
Yeah, I mean, it's, almost 2 full Central classes had come and gone without a win. And number 11 for the Salt Hawks going to be getting it underway.
A little short kick.
Yeah.
But high.
About the 26, fair caught. And that's number 42, Cray True for the Mustangs. Officially going to mark it at the 27, it looks like. Central is going to start 1st and 10. And little pitch to the wide receiver, crossing the 30, 35, got some blockers. Gonna be picking up some good yards almost to midfield. Officially be about the 47. Picks up about 20 yards on that play.
And that's what I'm saying right there. If the offense continues to move the ball down the field, that starts a fire with the defense.
Hand off Peters.
And he cuts
almost
back.
A good wrap up from the backside. Gets away, crossing the 40. Staying on his feet. Going to be out of bounds at about the 32. There was a Salt Hawk that was there in the backfield, but on the backside, not able to wrap up Peters. Might have been able to last year, but this year
he's running with vengeance.
Much better beast. And it's going to be a handout this time again, met by 2 Salt Hawks. Maybe lost a yard on that. And we're going to get a false start, I think, on the receiver number 2. Was kind of looking for a signal on the sideline, but really wasn't set. You know, I didn't want to say it too early, but I was going to mention about this is where you don't need a penalty that we've seen Central teams in the past.
And it looks like they're taking that same pattern at this moment. But things could change really quick.
Yeah. And this Central team's very well equipped to get back those yards, whereas they might not have been able to do that in years past. And that's going to be a pitch, kind of the slot, 28. And that's Riley Counts, who played a big part last year on the field. Haven't called his name a ton this year.
Boy, this is going to be a tough third down.
Yeah, and he basically just picked up the penalty yardage back. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Wow. So it's definitely got to be a passing down.
Yeah.
Or you would think it is.
We might see Jackson Kavanaugh's first pass of the game. There he is. Going to be a little bit of a wide receiver screen to Counts. Got 3 blockers.
Whoa, and he's going to take it to the house. And it's to the house. Touchdown, Salina Central Mustangs.
Receiver screen. Central had 3 linemen there on that screen going downfield, and I think 2 of them blocked one guy. Really just kind of put him on his back. Extra point by Peters is up and good.
Whoa. Little trip over himself.
We're not even 2 minutes into the game, and Salina Central puts up their first score.
Now that's right there was what fires up the defense when the offense marches the ball down the field. Now the defense is saying we got to go out and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. What that was pretty interesting about that last drive is they only went to Peters twice on about even only like a 6-play drive though. But usually when you see a lot of Taylor Peters, but saw a lot of other personnel that drive as well.
Yeah.
And Peters with a kind of mirror.
Oh, and then they run into the ball on the ground.
And Salina Central got it.
Wow.
That is Greg Gibson. The one thing you always hear about is if you're part of the kickoff return, you don't run backwards to try and field a ball. But that's what happened there.
This is only going to fire him up more.
Yeah. And we're waiting for the little guy with the T coming out onto the field. And good hustle by that kid. Kavanaugh already
the
back.
pass. Whoa. And he's sacked.
Good play there. The number 10 of the Salt Hawks. That's Peyton Cohoon.
Wow, and did he come from that side strong?
Yeah. Just really no stuttering at all. Just had determination coming from the secondary there.
The back to pass again.
And they're going to be another screen, but
he
read
gets
it
nowhere.
Much better this time. And that'll bring up 3rd and 24.
They were all over that.
They were. Kavanaugh's going to roll out right side. He's going to do another screen.
Whoa. They were right there. They read that too.
They looked like they were trying to go after Logan Heigl there for the screen. We we've definitely seen a lot of that so far. Even that first drive had wide receiver screens and with the slot.
So
and
they
everything.
recovered that, and then they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And that's an issue there because you want to get points on the board with every turnover that you can get.
Well, if anything, I guess you're going to be able to punt Hutch back just a little bit more. And that's going to go into the end zone. So a good job by the Central special teams to get the ball back, but the offense didn't do anything with it. And really just no damage done now.
Well, now the Salina Central defense is out there for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and
Looks like a
little
run.
movement.
Wow, did he pick up about 5?
Yeah, it looks like maybe around more the 7 area.
7 yards. Wow.
Kind of seemed like a dive play that they can rely on that pretty heavily.
Well, you thought it was going to splutter, but
Yeah.
it did. Next thing you know, he has 7 yards.
Mm-hmm. And there's kind of that same play again.
Whoa,
But
ball was kind of laying behind him
yeah,
there.
but still able to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
Central might be kind of forced to load the box a little bit more. New set of downs for Hutchinson. Going to be another
Wow.
give it a dive
he
back.
doesn't. He
Good
probably-
job by some of the
When he
Central
get a couple of
defenders.
yards, that's probably max.
Yeah.
And that defense closed in on him quick.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a counter handoff.
Wow.
There. Looked like he was going to give it back to the dive back, but then turned and gave it
Couple
to
more.
his farther back.
It's about 3rd and 5.
And it looks like it's kind of a manageable third down. I would wonder if Hutch would still want to keep the ball on the ground here, not necessarily a passing down. And they're doing another give, but Central doing
Right
a lot
there.
better being able to recognize that, only getting about a yard on that one.
That defense
That'd be
was right
huge.
there waiting on it.
Yeah. It's coming up 4th and about 3. Don't think I've seen any special personnel on the field. Looks like Hutch is going to line it up.
Wow. Oh, and they're going for it.
And there's just
They
some
fumbled.
miscommunication.
The ball's on the ground.
The quarterback ran into his dive back and just kind of lost the ball. Looked like even the quarterback was going to go to his pitch.
But really, that doesn't affect
It really
them in any
doesn't.
way.
Yeah, it really
know.
doesn't. If anything, Central got maybe a yard or 2
Yeah.
off of that fumble. The Central starting off their 3rd drive of the game, their 2nd in Hutch territory.
Back to
looking back to pass, going counts
pass.
again. Left side kind of tries to squeeze in between this blocker and a defender. Usually doesn't work out too well. But still, first down yardage for counts. Picking up probably around 15 or so, maybe around the 20.
There he goes.
And there's Peters kind of hanging that ball
and
a
he's
little
cut,
out a little
breaking
bit.
tackles, and he goes to the house.
Really only had one man to beat, and good job by the Central offense to open up holes like that.
Wow, he takes it to the house.
Just like that, just a two-play drive for the Mustangs. And the extra point up and good for Peters.
Wow, this could be a long game if they continue to do this.
That very much well could be. 14-0 Mustangs, 6:02 left in the first quarter.
After that second set with the defense for the Salt Hawks, it looked like they were going to do something.
Yeah, it looked like they were kind of trying to figure some things out, but again, this third drive looking very much like the first drive.
Right, exactly. And that's not what you need.
Yeah, and they even on that first play of that third drive, they kind of went back to that wide receiver kind of screen, kind of have counts on the far left, and then blocking for the inside with the inside receiver. They ran that at least 3 times already.
So Mr. Peters ready to kick it off again, huh?
Yep.
Well, we know what happened the last time, huh?
Yeah. You'd have to think they might try and do that again. And there they are doing that again, kicking it to the same person. This time, fair catch, caught for. Much better job that time.
Yeah. Now, though, I don't know that was the time to call a catch a fair catch.
Yeah.
I think he could have got a few more yards.
Well, I think at that point, when he kind of in the same area that it happened last time, you probably just want to catch the ball and
go with it.
I bet that's probably the coach on the sideline telling him just fair catch it.
Right now, being down 14, I'm thinking you got to just about do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, still definitely not a panic mode at all by any means. There's a give to the dive back again. I like the commitment to the run, but after that first down run on the first drive, they haven't really been getting substantial yardage from it, but at least getting 2 or 3 yards on those carries kind of opens you up for other things, gets you closer to that first down yardage, so makes kind of second and third down a little bit easier. It's about 2nd and 7. Going to be handoff, dive back again. He's going to pick up about another 3. It's bringing up a 3rd and 4.
Got a man in motion, and he pitches it.
Left side.
And he's got the first down and more.
Bringing that out. Going to be taken down after a pretty big gain.
And right now, that's what they need. They need to move the ball down the field if you are the Salt Hawks.
Going to be tackled and out of bounds at the 42.
Well, that's probably got to be their best run so far tonight.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those dive kind of runs, kind of straight up the middle, loading that box, kind of expecting that when you're kind of stringing it out. And there's back that run again. Good job keeping the feet moving.
Yeah, he probably took him for about 4 yards.
Yeah.
Is that what he? So we got 2nd and 6.
It's about on the 38-yard line of the Mustangs.
Whoa.
Having a little bit of jumpiness
He goes
from
nowhere.
Central. Even kind of during some of the earlier plays, I saw that defensive line's kind of off balance with that count.
That could cost him later in the game.
Yeah.
I think this is a different Mustang team than we're used to seeing.
It's, it is still kind of surprising when you look at it and just the improvements made just after pretty much one summer, really. And that's going to be fake the dive and just a quarterback keeper going up the middle. Picks up about 3, but it's going to be about 3.5 yards short still of a first.
I don't know. He probably should have let that one go to the fullback because he was ways up there.
Yeah, that's going to bring up another 4th down. They're 0-1 so far. We'll see what the Salthawks can come up with here.
Well, it doesn't look like they're scared to do it. Got a motion.
Yeah, and they were trying to get movement there, and they are going to get offsides on the Mustangs.
Yeah. So that ought to be a first down.
Yeah.
But you knew that was coming because they kept jumping inside those.
For sure. New yardage.
Fullback doesn't get very much.
Yeah, gets about a yard. Second and 9, 8 officially how they
Man in
lifted.
motion.
But we're going to get another, looks like offsides. This time looks like contact was made on the line of scrimmage. I'm kind of talking about it. Not sure if I saw a Hutch player move specifically. And they're going to get offsides again.
It looks like every time they send that man in motion, they just want to jump.
Yeah.
Here they go. Man in motion.
And they're going to pitch right side. Yeah, pretty good job
containing
of the Mustangs. Yeah, able to kind of string that out. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 2.
Mr. Gibson seems to be in on the tackles and was in on that kickoff.
Yeah, he was. And that's going to be
and they have it again.
Trying to give it to the dive back and trying to pull it out to kind of either a keeper for the pitch man. Again, just lost the ball. And that's the second time that's happened.
So they've had 2 turnovers, and what will Salina Central Mustangs do with this one?
Well, specifically with that, they've got a lot of field to work with. Had their first drive specifically took it all the way down the field, about this same yardage. Be handoff Peters.
Picks up a couple.
Yeah.
Hand off to Peters again.
Got
and he
another
breaks.
hole.
Peters breaks. He's cutting down the field.
Looks like he
One
might
man
get
to beat
caught.
it. He's caught.
Gets it close to the 20-yard line. Man, that is just speed you did not see from him last year. I know we're kind of beating that drum really hard. And it's going to be a keeper by
Keeper in the
Kavanaugh.
crowd.
Lowering the shoulder pads,
Oh.
getting across the 20.
That could
Kind of a little bit of
very
a late
easily-
hit,
yeah.
but I think there wasn't really anything there.
Are you saying a little acting there?
Maybe. Just kind of more around the incidental contact. I haven't seen Central's theater department in the past few years, but
Good pass.
kind of
Oh,
a
he's hit as soon
swing
as the
right
ball gets
side.
there.
Might be about a yard short, but still picks up about 4.
Now they brought the ball down the field. What are they going to do? Are they going to take it to the house, or are they going to?
Well, we'll have to see. Kind of an interesting first quarter. And the score, Salina Central Mustangs 14, Hutchison Salina 0, and we'll be back right after this break.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
We're back in the
Second quarter action here in Salina.
looks like handoff.
And Peters
and
lost the ball on the handoff. And the Salthawks come up
And
with
they
a
do have it.
turnover of their own.
Well, it was on Peters' back, it looked like.
Yeah,
And they just took it right off of it.
a good turnover by the Salthawks in the red zone.
And that's what they need, something to get the momentum flowing the other way.
For sure, absolutely. First down the play there by the Salthawks. Not much, maybe a yard.
If that.
I'm actually giving maybe about 2 on the play.
Hand off to the fullback.
Keeping that ball secure, 2 hands on at that time.
It looks like he dragged a couple of them as he continued to move down the field.
Big third down here.
Big one. And he's
And
dead.
that's going to be
Fumble.
taken down, but
Oh, they handed it off
could
to
have
the
maybe seen.
tailback.
Yeah, well, it looked like quarterback keeper.
Oh, it was a quarterback.
I think so.
keeper.
Might have kind of had a
It
face
was.
mask in the end from our side.
So it looks like they're bringing on the punt team. With no,
Almost no punter.
yeah, the punt team with no punter, okay. And he's back, and he punts it.
Pretty good kick.
He's breaking some
And
tackles.
getting a little bit going up into the air.
Brings it back to about the 40. So the Mustangs line up. About 39 and hands off to Peters. He breaks a couple. Boy, he's running hard again tonight.
Almost had some of that open space again.
Yeah, he did. And they're lining right back up. They're not giving a break in it. Kavanaugh hands off to Peters again. He breaks a couple of tackles. Looks like they have the first down. Fake to Peters. Looks like he's going to pass. Nope.
And we got flagged down.
Yeah, we got a flag down. Probably in the lump space of holding. Holding. Offense. Yeah, you can tell that's right in the area of holding, you know. And this is not what they need. You know, sometimes you can get up 14 points and get a little complacent, too.
You could, yeah. Yeah, kind of a draw.
Whoa, wide open.
Designed by Kavanaugh. And he's going to get the ball across. No, they're going to rule him
they're
down
calling
at
at
the
the
one.
one.
I thought he had it. Knee must have been down before the ball crossed the line. Kind of looked like he stretched it out. Might have had it. Central's just going to line it up and get it in. Yeah, direct snap to Peters, following his blocks. Yeah,
Touchdown.
pretty simple there.
Yeah, you know once they got it on the one, you know where that's going. That's not – there's nothing –
We do have the window shut in front of us, but I don't know. I think they may have heard you about the complacency. I think you might have made them angry.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like how Charles Ross is up there talking about me right now.
Hey, bro, whoa, and it's good.
Oh, it is good, yeah.
So with 8:39 left in the second quarter, we have the Salina Central Mustangs 21, the Hutchison Salt Hawks 0. Boys, the Mustangs have got to be riding on a cloud right now.
They're looking pretty good, for sure. A lot of things, just all facets of the game working out for them right now. And I would honestly say, I mean, Hutchison's offense, I mean, hasn't been bad, just turnovers and just kind of the worst moments for them.
The one thing I'd want to say is this probably is not the usual Hutchison team that we are used to
very much
seeing. Peters back to kick. And he kicks.
Deeper kick this time.
Yeah, deeper than he usually. They closed in on that. That's had a couple of open holes there, but they closed in quickly.
Forward progress going to get him about the 35. Or excuse me, right at the 30.
So the Salt Hawks, 1st and 10. Man in motion, back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Had he caught him in the stride, he might have took that to the house.
It was a pretty good throw, but a really good adjustment there by the wide receiver.
Yeah, well, he's wide out there, wide open.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a man within 3 feet of him.
Yeah.
Quarterback, the Salina Central Mustangs should thank the quarterback that he took a little time to.
Yeah, and that's, that might have been the Salthawks, like, one of their first pass plays, if not their first pass
That's
play.
it.
And back to the
Back to
dive.
the. Looks like they like to run that fullback.
Yeah, I like to think they probably think you can give them some breathing room. But then it's a lot of times when they kind of have a designed dive and then what's, kind of a triple option sometimes when they actually have that option that when the quarterback pulls it, and that's where they start having trouble on the exchange. But if it's just a straight give, seem to be doing pretty good with it.
And it's back to pass.
And
it got picked off. It's picked off
by Salina Central there. Ben Driver with the pick. I mean, you can't ask for that much better coverage. You just had your you had your back to the receiver, just kind of a block out that you kind of see in basketball. Just had so much better position over him the entire way.
Wow.
And the only way that he wasn't coming down with that ball is if we had like an offensive pass interference on that.
Hand off to Peters. Hand off to Peters again.
First down yardage there.
Kavanaugh back. Shotgun formation. Looks like he's going to pass. And he's throwing it long. He has a man. He had a man.
It's like they're going for Riley Counts again. Been involved in a couple of the big plays Central's had tonight.
And he was wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, if he'd have took a little bit off that ball, they may have been very well taking it to the house.
Yeah.
Again, I say this is not the usual Hutchison team we normally would see.
Getting a draw.
He doesn't go anywhere. The defense, he might have got a couple of yards.
Yeah, good job staying home on that.
Looks like they're in shotgun formation again. He's rolling out. Looks to pass, and then he keeps it, and he's running.
Room.
And he has the first down and more. Peters again.
Room.
Pick up, about 3 or 4?
Yeah, the Hutch defense closed pretty fast on that. Even though, picked up about 3 yards.
One man in the backfield. Hand off to Peter.
No,
fakes it.
Good play action there between Kavanaugh and Peters.
That was a good fake. They're just moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, very methodically, the run and the pass. He's strung out.
Wow.
Still able to pick up a couple after all that.
That could have very easily been picked off.
It really could have been. They did have one of the defenders, number 1 for Hutch, kind of crept up a little too close. But thankfully, a little bit of a slip. But the receiver out there, Central, kind of allowed him to get back into position.
He rolls out. He's looking
He's got
to
a lot
pass.
of time in the pocket. Down
Oh,
the
and he
field.
caught it. He caught it. He raised those hands at the last minute and caught that
Great
pass.
throw by Kavanaugh there.
And a great catch by Mr. Counts, I believe
Very
that was.
much.
He didn't put those hands up to the very last minute.
Yeah. 1st and 10, handoff.
Yeah.
Peters gets it to about the 1. And you might be getting a direct snap to Peters here. That's what they're looking like they're going to line up.
Yeah.
Just following the guys in front of him. Another 1-yard touchdown run by Talon Peters.
Well, Talon Peters looks to put on the extra point. And it's good. So with 4:19 left in the second quarter, we have the Salina Central Mustangs 28, the Hutchison Salt Hawks 0.
Was it the game you were kind of expecting tonight?
It is not. It is not at all. When you think of Hutchison coming to town, you think it's going to be a fight.
Right. For Central this year, just looking so much more confident.
They are.
And, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're doing too many drastic things from last year. They just look more confident in what they're doing.
So
compared to
do
kind of the
you think
hesitancy
the
they used to
coach
have.
made a difference?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I think,
Peters.
Coach Sambo just got him to believe that they can do this. You know,
Yeah.
kind of really bringing out the best in a lot of the players.
Mr. Peters, and he kicks it.
And that's not going to be called dead. You can't do something like that if you tried 100 times.
Wow.
About to comment, you thought that ball was going to go out of bounds,
And
then you thought it was going to go into the end zone, and then it just kind of
died.
must not even hit the pylon, just died at the 1-yard line. And even the Hutch returner was just kind of waiting for it to go either out of bounds or into the end zone, and just did neither.
So he had no choice but to pick it up and try to run.
A good job by Peters kicking that into no man's land.
Yeah, that's not something that would happen all the time. It's
This is the kind of things you get on a night like this when a lot of things are going your way.
Yes.
It's
sweet. And he's got some room.
Good job by Ben Driver there, being able to track that down.
Yeah, because I think he was about one man from taking it to the house.
Got about 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Both teams with all of their timeouts remaining.
Man in motion.
And pretty good exchange that time.
Whoa.
But pitch
Fumble.
behind, bobbled.
And it's on the ground.
And we have another recovery by the Central defense. That time on the triple option, they were able to get the ball. The issue wasn't the handout between the dive back and the quarterback, this time between the pitch. Pitch was behind the pitch man. Just wasn't able to corral him. By the time he might have gotten a handle on it, he was hit. And Central in the red zone already.
Wow. He's going back to pass.
Over the middle,
wide open.
Standing around the A of the end zone.
Wide open. Wow.
And that
This is going to be a long night for the Salt
And
Hawks.
that was Mr. Ben Driver. Made that pretty good tackle on defense. Comes right out. One play. Gets that touchdown reception. Kick up and good.
Wow. Wow.
And we've currently got a score of 35-0 Mustangs.
So is this what
3:29
you was
left.
expecting?
Well, I kind of expected Central to come out here, not necessarily dominate, but I didn't expect it to be 35-0. I was kind of maybe thinking of more around like a 17-0, 14-0, but didn't expect it to be kind of this lopsided so far. And Hutch just kind of having issues on every aspect of the ball.
Wow.
I mean, Central absolutely able to get yards on that defense, but multiple times the Salthawk defense, the offense not helping their defense.
And you don't leave a man wide open.
Yeah.
That's
And I think, I haven't been keeping tabs, but I think probably Central started more of their drives in Salthawk territory than they started in their own territory.
well, and then the one time that they did, they were able to.
Pretty good return there by the Salthawks, getting about the 30 again. Kind of around the same kick from Peters, kind of in that same area, but able to be tracked down.
Well, it wasn't no hesitation. We didn't hesitate
Yeah.
like the last time. So now the Salt Hawks come to the line. 1st and 10. Looks like they hand it to the fullback. I'm not so sure if we would continue to run.
Well, you kind of look at some of the other things that are going on. Their passing game has been, pretty good, Grant. We haven't seen much of it.
Right, but they moved the ball when they passed the ball.
Yeah, and, you definitely don't want to try and get to be too fancy because you can kind of see something like the triple option.
He's back to pass. See,
Good pitch and catch there.
and they definitely have a first down.
Yeah. Crossing midfield into Central territory.
Yeah, by my calculations, I would think that their passing is doing a lot more for them than their running game is right at this time.
Yeah. And I don't expect them to go really back to that triple option.
He pitches it.
Right side. And we have a flag thrown kind of in the
In
area
the
of holding the
backfield.
white hat official who's trying to take the flag out of his pocket, and then originally dropped it and then picked it back up and threw it.
That's in the area of holding. Face mask.
Oh, face mask on the Mustangs.
Wow. I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
Wow.
We're going to have to take the...
Any way you can do it, I guess, take
We're
it.
going to have to take the official's word on it. Much closer to the action than we were.
And I think any way you can get it, move the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now's a big time. They need to pounce and put this ball in there.
You got 2:05 left for halftime.
Oh.
And a little bit of a jump on the
did
central
look like
defensive
it.
line, but no
flag.
thrown. Inside. Crossed over the...
But he picked up
neutral
a
zone
few
line.
yards in,
Yeah.
though.
I was almost kind of wondering if they were going to go back to pass on that, if you'd almost get like a free play out of it.
Right.
Yeah, we have a timeout by the Salthawks. And that's something you see the Green Bay Packers do a lot. Not to talk too much about NFL, they basically just try and get people to jump offside. They
Yeah.
get that free play, just take a shot downfield, might as well.
So would you say you would think that it would have been 35-0 in the second quarter?
Again, I don't think I would have said 35, but I probably would have said Central might have had like at least a 2-touchdown lead, I would say. Central's just been looking pretty good this year so far.
They have been looking good.
And, definitely just kind of thought it'd be a little bit more of a fight so far.
Doesn't look like they're slowing down any either.
They're not. Yeah, they're trying to get the clock reset to 1:52, currently sitting at 1:44. Yay, we got the
There they go.
scoreboard changed. A little bit of an applause from the Central fans.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
handoff,
good
nice
handoff
one.
to the, not their dive back, but
It's
their,
probably real close to a first down.
yeah.
But you're definitely in two-down territory, I would think.
Oh, for sure. It's going to ring out 3rd and 1. Clock sitting at 1:33 and counting. Gray is 2-down territory, but I think you just got to go and get the first down here. And there's going to be that triple option.
And it's a first down.
It's very clean that time. Good read by the quarterback. Good pitch to his pitch man. And Hutch is going to call their second timeout with 1:17 left.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Yeah. And Hutchison will get the ball to start the second half, so I think it somehow gets something into the end zone and get the ball, start the second half.
Well, they're going to have to come out as a different team than what they've got playing on the field right now. The turnovers are killing them.
Yeah, but even with, let's say they get 2 touchdowns on those 2 drives that I mentioned, they're still down by 3 possessions.
Yeah.
He'll roll out.
Pass. And he breaks a couple.
Going to be marked down about a yard short of the first down. Clock's going to continue to run. Doesn't stop for a little bit with that first down yardage. 1 minute left. Quarterback keeper.
Keeper. I think he has the first down.
Yeah. Good read on both sides, pulling that ball. Kind of was
So it'll
looking
be
towards
first
pitch
and
man, but able
go.
to keep it. Yeah, and that's going to get it 40 seconds and counting. On the 5-yard line. Let's see
Boy,
if
they
Center's
almost
defense can
need
get
a couple
stand.
of plays called.
And that's going nowhere. 24 seconds left, and right there, Central appears to take their final timeout.
Hutchison took that timeout. Looks like they're getting closer they're getting a little closer. They want to pound this in before the half, at least to put something on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think you might not necessarily have to go to the air, but if your quarterback gets sacked, you're kind of leaving yourself open. You're able to at least get another play off, I would say.
Basically, I think that when you're in this huddle, you call 2 plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's probably what they talked about on the sideline as well.
Man in motion, it's a pitch.
Right side, I think he's got it. Yeah, and he does. Able to cut it back up.
So they finally get on the board. That's a good way to take it in at halftime.
Yep, 19 seconds left in the half.
What that says is all is not over.
Yes.
Again, though, I say this is not the normal Hutchison team.
Very much so, yeah. The extra point is no good. And that'll keep our score. Salina Central 35, Hutchison 6.
Wow.
Looked like a pretty good, powerful boom on the extra point there.
Did
It might have been just off-centered.
It could have been a matter even of the laces, which way they were turned.
Yeah. Well, are you pleased if you're Mark Sanbo at this point in time?
I'm pleased, but I do not want them to get complacent.
Yes, very much so. And I'm sure it's probably big for them. I mean, especially when I was in high school, even teams we were beating pretty good. You wanted to keep that shutout going. You didn't want to give up anything.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't want them to come out saying we've already won this game.
Oh, for sure.
And it'd be pretty hard not to say that right now.
The Mustangs, good job.
Oh.
Kind of reading some blocks. Got by another one. Keeping it going, but Salthawk defender able to bring him down just over the 50. Well, you're up by 29, excuse me. You got 3 timeouts, you got 10 seconds, you're over half field, midfield. Do you even try anything, or do you just knee it and go to halftime? Do you just?
I think I would try.
You're kind of welcoming disaster sometimes in those.
Yeah,
in
but
those
I think you
moments.
could try.
Yeah. I think you at least try like a good pass play, see what happens. And do a quarterback keeper to Kavanaugh. That's not really going to go anywhere.
No.
And I think they're just going to be complacent, letting that go to halftime. No, Salina Central does call one of their timeouts.
I don't know. I think I try one to the air.
Yeah.
And if we can move it down that way through the air, that.
Well, Hutchison's going to play kind of that prevent defense, but I'll honestly say go to one of the plays that you've been working so well so far earlier in the game is those screens, those wide receiver screens to number 28. Count's been able to get a lot of the Salt Hawk defense to bite, but obviously this isn't really going to be a situation that Hutchison's going to bring a lot of pressure. And we'll see what Central draws up here.
Hand off to Peters.
And
he has the first down and the quarter.
No time left. And that brings us to halftime. Salina Central with a dominating first half, 35-6 over the Salt Hawks. And we'll be back.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Welcome to the halftime report. Wow, what a game. I mean, what a game. The Salina Central Mustangs have came out with a new fire. The offense hitting on all cylinders. I mean, it's been a total offensive game, but the key thing for the Salt Hawks has been their turnovers. They have turned the ball over several different times. And when they turn the ball over, the Salina Central Mustangs have found a way to capitalize on it. The defense of the Salt Hawks has got to get stronger. They've let a couple of the men get behind them. I mean, like wide open. And that is got the score at 35, I believe, to 6. 35-6. So that has been the halftime report.
And now the homecoming festivities. Our first couple is Annie Taggart and Jeray Thomas. Jeray Thomas is the son of Amber and John, and the brother of Davion and Jamar, DJ, and Tez. Shout out to Mom for all she does for us knuckleheads. Jeray participates in football, track, Excel, Link Leaders, and FCA. He also participated in basketball and band his freshman year. Jeray plans to attend Grand Canyon Christian University in Scottsdale, Arizona, and major in pre-med with the emphasis of biology with hopes of becoming a dentist. #GoLopes. Jeray enjoys hanging with the bros and spending valuable time with family, making every second count. Jeray also has a piece of advice for you guys. Smile even when you feel like not smiling. Let's hear it for Jeray Thomas. Annie Taggart is the daughter of Scott and Tony Taggart and the sister of Casey, Zach, Cooper, and her dog Cash. Annie is the Vice President of Theater Troupe 639 and is also Vice President of Student Council. She is involved in National Honor Society, Link Leaders, Yearbook, Relay for Life Committee, is a healthy lifestyle panelist, and is a Kansas Honor Scholar. She also has been an acting teacher at the community theater for 3 years, where she enjoys helping young actors grow. Next year, Annie will be attending Kansas State University, but is undecided on her major. Annie loves making others laugh, spending time with her favorite people, and cheering loud in the student section. Again, let's hear it for Annie Taggart. Gage Burmaster and Becca Huff are our next couple. Gage Burmaster is the son of Brian and Sonia Burmaster and big brother to Zoe. He is involved in swimming, drumline, choral ears, free spirit, Mustang Media, and National Honor Society. Gage is a Kansas Honor Scholar, a member of Central's Math Relays team, was a member of the state-winning multimedia storytelling journalism team, and attended Boys State this past summer. Gage participated in cross-country his freshman and sophomore years. Outside of school, Gage is a member of First Covenant Church, where he plays in both the youth and adult worship bands, and the Salina Aquatics Club. Gage would like to give a shout out to the drumline and invites everyone to come and watch their show under the stands after the game. Again, let's hear it for Gage Burmaster. And now Rebecca Huff. Rebecca Huff is the daughter of Jill White and Garrett Huff, and little sister to Garrett and Rachel. Becca is Theater Troop 639 Secretary, Senior Class Vice President, and a 4-time academic letter winner. Becca attends First United Methodist Church and involved in National Honor Society, Link Leaders, Book Club, Environmental Club, and the Mustang Media Broadcasting Team. Becca played basketball her freshman year, volleyball her freshman through junior year, and was a state finalist in forensics her freshman year. She is a Kansas Honor Scholar and loves her job at the YMCA. Becca would like to major in education or nursing and is undecided on where she plans to attend college. Becca would like to give a shout out to her family, her friends, the theater department, her wonderful boyfriend, and her favorite team, the Salina Central Mustangs. Let's give it up for Gage Burmaster and Becca Huff. Our next pair is Greg Gibson and Audrey Dragoon with Carter Fuller walking forward. First up is Greg Gibson. Greg is the son of Greg and Danielle and the older brother of Desmond. He is captain of the football team and 3-year letter recipient. He is an active participant in FCA. Greg also ran track his freshman year and plans to run this year if senioritis hasn't plagued him too much by then. In his free time, he loves spending quality time with his closest friends and his family. Greg is undecided on where he wants to go to college, but has narrowed his major down to athletic training and physical therapy. Greg is also a cancer survivor and lives his life to the fullest and thanks God for the countless blessings he has given him. Let's give it up for Greg Gibson. Audrey Dragoon is the daughter of Pam and Daryl Dragoon and sister to Drew, Brooks, and Macy. Audrey is the president of Troop 639, where she has been involved since freshman year. She was also class president for her freshman through junior years and is now the student body president. In addition, she is involved in the Ark Church, Relay for Life, National Honor Society, and is currently serving as the State Thespian Officer and International Thespian Officer. She is undecided on where she will attend college, but is planning on majoring in theater education. Audrey is unable to be with us tonight as she is in New York City on an International Thespian Officer business. Standing in for her is Carter Fuller. Carter is the daughter of Heather and Jason Fuller and her big sister to Frankie. Carter is currently a sophomore at Salina Central High School. Let's give it up one more time for Audrey and her play Carter and Greg Gibson. Our next pair is Sadie Casso and Sam Heeger. Sam is the son of Kathy Graves and Stuart Heeger, and brother to Paige and Parker. Sam is a member of the National Honor Society and is involved in Student Council, Thespian Troop 639, and a member of the 2018-19 SC Maroons. Sam has played for the Salina Central golf team for his whole high school career and was the captain of the JV team last year. Sam also takes part in rec basketball for the Salina Lakers, where he set the record for most shots attempted before a make with 87. Sam plans on attending Kansas State University next fall and is undecided on his major. In his spare time, Sam enjoys hanging out with the Banditos. Let's give it up for Sam Heger. Sam is accompanying Sadie Casso. Sadie Casso is the daughter of Bill and Dana Casso. Dana Casso. Sister of Cayman and Cindy, and mother to her dog Hudson. She's a 4-year letter winner and a team captain in volleyball and soccer. Sadie is a member of National Honor Society, the yearbook staff, and is a Kansas Honor Scholar. In her free time, Sadie enjoys hanging out with her sister and friends, listening to music, surfing, traveling to away games, and being in the student section. Sadie plans to attend Kansas State University and is undecided on her major. Shout out to the girls and number 20 on the football field. Let's give it up one more time for Sam Heger and Sadie Casso. Our final pair for the night is Tanner Loeffler and Kaya Archaean. Tanner is the son of Nicole and Travis Green and the brother of Ryan Loeffler. Tanner is involved with theater and choir. In his spare time, Tanner enjoys basketball and volleyball. Tanner also likes to be a funny guy, at least he thinks so. His senior quote is, "Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty." Let's give it up for Tanner Loeffler. With Tanner is Kaya Archaean. Kaya is the daughter of Felix and Sammy Archaean, and the sister of Christian and Sean. Kaya participates in basketball, volleyball, and track. She has been on the Kansas State Honor Roll for 3 years in a row as a peer tutor, has led her both academically and athletically in 3 sports, and is a Kansas Scholar. She plans to attend Kansas State University, unless plans change next fall, and double major in pre-med and psychology. In her spare time, Kaya enjoys getting ice cream with friends and making people smile. Let's give it up one more time for Kaya and Tanner. And we'd like to welcome back last year's homecoming queen and king, Queen Zoe Counts, and King Will Hayes. And our homecoming king is Greg Gibson. And now, the homecoming queen, Audrey Burgoon. Getting Audrey's place tonight in Florida Polo. Congratulations to all our homecoming candidates and to our king and queen, Greg Gibson and Audrey Burgoon.
Welcome back from halftime. We are now about to start the third quarter with the score. The Salina Central Mustangs 35, the Hutchison Salthawks 6. Hutchison is back to receive as the Salina Central Mustangs come onto the field to kick. Looks like they're ready to kick off. As Mr. Peters is kicks. Looks like a deep kick.
And
He
another
fumbles the ball,
fumble.
picks it up, and he goes nowhere. He's hit as soon as he picks it up.
That kind of sums up a lot of the game for Hutchison so far.
Yeah, I think it's about par for the course.
I would say so. Central's gonna, Hutchison's gonna be taking over
Now,
on their 15-yard line.
this is the time we get to see if the defense is holding up.
Yeah,
And it
maybe
looks like a
quarterback
run,
keeper.
and he looks like he picked up about, 5 or 6 yards?
Yeah, or maybe even 7.
Wow. So a pickup of 7, and we have second and third for the Salt Hawks. It's a
Going back
handoff to the
dive.
fullback. He's breaking tackles and moves it up to about the 30-yard line for a Salt Hawk first down. I don't know. They're coming out like they had a change of heart.
You know, there might have been some strong words in the locker room.
Probably not very nice words.
Probably not the best.
Yeah. First and 10 for the Seahawks. Man in motion, hands off to the fullback. Wow. Did he get about 7 or 8 on that? Oh, no, they're moving it back. Probably 6.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course, there's only been a few plays so far, but you wouldn't dare think Central's getting a little, you know what, are they?
This is a different Salt Hawk team. Man in motion. He pitches. And he
kind of
falls down on it.
Not even necessarily behind him, but just kind of to nobody.
Well, we must have spoke too soon.
We must have spoke too soon, which seems to be what happens with us.
Yeah. Wow, that's a third and a long time.
It's a long way to go.
Yeah. Third down and a long time is what I would call it. Man in motion, he
And a
fakes
fake,
it.
gonna be a
It
reverse.
goes the opposite way.
Breaks about
He
one,
goes
but
nowhere.
might even lose a yard in the end.
Defense standing tall.
Yeah.
You know, they came out with that fire and it kind of sizzled out when they.
Yeah, they were
Did
moving
the-
the ball pretty well, but yeah, that just miscues.
Well, yes. You can't have that when you're down.
Yeah, and a lot of their issues just, it's not necessarily, just not getting a block here or whatnot. It's been just transfers with the ball. Good return
Whoa!
so far. Looks like we got Ben Driver out there again. Central again going to be starting another drive in Hutchison territory. I mean, when you got less than 50 yards to go every drive you got, that's going to be pretty good. I mean, a draw
Quarterback
by
keeper.
Kavanaugh. Good little stiff arm getting away. Gets out of bounds about the 28. And Central's already lining right. Peters with a run. And the defender kind of carries him for another 1 or 2 yards. Hand off Peters left side. Got some good running room.
Well, he's got the first down.
Yeah. Gets it inside the 15 to around the 13.
And it looks like they're taking on, starting from where they left off.
Yeah.
Moving the ball down the field.
Peters
He
again.
did. He takes it to the house.
Taylon Peters with yet another Mustang touchdown. That one just not really contested at all.
So with 8:07 left in the third quarter, it's 41-6. Central on to tack on the extra point.
And a little
he
exchange
fakes.
there. Kavanaugh doesn't really have anywhere to go.
So the extra point is no good. So that leaves the score 41-6.
I think I was looking at Coach Sanbo down there on the sideline, looking at his quarterback Kavanaugh, who kind of messed up the snap there. You just kind of look at him. The words Mark Sanbo, just kind of look like he said, "Don't worry about it," which I don't think you really have too much to worry about when you're up 41-6 currently.
No. So now we got them kicking off. Again, I say this is not a usual Hutchison team.
Yeah.
Looks like a deep kick.
Good kick that time, goes into the end zone.
And if you noticed it, he followed it the whole way.
Yeah.
Just in case that dead dive ball that we saw earlier.
Yeah, even that kick earlier looks like he's, kind of had some practice with his golf game, maybe. Just hitting the green and then just getting some backspin, just killing it right there.
So the Salt Hawks will take over. Man in motion. Quarterback keeps it.
It's good first down yardage. And I feel like Hutch has done pretty well on first down so far. It's just not able to convert on the second and third down, specifically in shorter yardage.
A lot of I think the turnovers are killing them more than miscues.
Oh,
One of
for
the
sure.
two. Sends a man in motion, gives to the fullback.
Fullback again.
So we got about third and about 3. Third and 2. Third and 2 for the Salt Hawks. Hand off to the fullback, and it looks like he has the first down.
Good, another powerful run there. But we don't really talk about this, not even halfway through the third quarter, but where do you think the lady's at with her vocal cords? You think she's off the bus at least? Or?
I'm not real sure. Yeah. Oh, goes nowhere.
And that pitch there seemed to be pretty well. It just had the one problem earlier in the quarter, but those pitches have been pretty good compared to the triple option pitches that have kind of been
I think
behind.
about in 6 minutes and 20-something seconds, she'll be entering the stadium.
Yeah, I think so, and I think there'll be a lot of other Mustang players probably entering the field as well.
That's it. He rolls out. He's going
He's going to
nowhere.
be tracked down. Good job there by number 57 of the Mustangs. That's Fernando Rodriguez. Usually you see those situations where quarterbacks kind of seem to get away, but that time was not able to.
Yeah, this is a long night, and it'll be a long ride back to Hutchison
It will
tonight.
be. Brings up a 3rd and 20. Obviously throwing down.
Oh!
Got it on a crossing route. Player ruled down, but a good shoestring tackle. They're going to mark him down at the 40. Still going to be about 2 yards short of the first. Obviously, Hutchison probably going to go for it here on 4th.
I mean, what other choice do you
Yeah,
have?
you don't have much.
So Hutchison going for it on 4th and 2.
Central fans standing up.
Rolled out, hands to the fullback.
I think he's going to get it with forward progress. He's going to get about 3 where he only needed 2.
They're moving the chains. First and 10 for the Salt Hawks. First and 10 for the Salt. Hand off to the fullback. He goes nowhere. He might have got a couple of yards on that.
Well, you are down by quite a few points, but continuing to go with the dive. Definitely going to burn some time off this clock.
Maybe it's we are just trying to get some people accustomed to our running.
Maybe. They just, obviously Hutchison's going to keep out there and try, but no real urgency.
Fakes, he's passing.
Down the field, has a receiver at about a step on Ben Driver, but overthrown.
Man in motion. A pitch
Heavy
to the
pitch.
man that's in motion. Turns the corner and goes
Just had
maybe to
nothing
the line
there.
of scrimmage.
Just had nothing there. Multiple Mustang defenders there. Just basically having their shoulders square, just ready for him. Number 4 of the Salt Hawks talking to number 63.
Boy, the way things are going right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
Lady may come walking in a little bit sooner.
Maybe seeing some frustration. Going to bring up 4th and 8. And you see Hutch still kind of committing to the ground game.
Yeah.
They've had some success, had a couple of incompletions, but even the last 3rd down, they picked up 18.
Man in motion.
This is going to be
Wow.
4th down. And there's just
They
nothing
came
there.
crashing in like
That would, everybody, the defense really came crashing in. You'd almost think it was a screen, but I don't think it was because all of these Salt Hawk defenders or blockers were all kind of in that same area. I think like pretty much all linemen, the whole front 4 for Salina Central just beat all 5 of the offensive linemen for Central there.
So do you pull your starters now, or do you?
I mean, you got 2:48 left in the third quarter. You know, you could. I think you very well could. Looks
Get
like
some of the
starters
other
still gonna
guys experience.
Looks like they're still going to be keeping them out there
They
for at
are.
least another drive. A bit of a fake play action, plenty of time rolling out though. Had good enough time,
Wow.
but not enough.
That's a good defensive play.
Yeah.
So now you can probably look at some of the plays that you make and the progress from that part of it, the positive.
Yeah. I would say Central's starters probably staying in till the end of the quarter. And we get some JV reps after that. Get some of the seniors out there. Peters with a pretty good run seemed to be tackled by number 33, Talon Peters, on that play. Just kind of got a little tripped up.
So 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Is it 2-down territory?
I would think so.
Oh, no need.
I don't think you have to
no
answer
need.
that question.
Mr. Peters is taking it to the house.
Just again, untouched. 38 yards.
Wow.
The kind of holes he's getting right there, you could drive a semi-truck through.
Oh, yeah. So he's back for the extra point, and it is good. So with 1:36 left in the third quarter, we have the Salina Central Mustangs 48, the Hutchison Salthawks 6. Wow. Just to say 48 and 6, that's not good.
And again, we're still, you almost want to say relatively early in the season, but we're almost, believe it or not, close to halfway done almost. Almost like a third of the way or so, more than that. How do you think the Central team can do going to the playoffs? Do you see this being a 7-win, 6-win team? 6-3, 7-2?
I do see they could be a 7-win team really easy.
And if you go 7-2, that gives you a pretty good seed going into the playoffs. And that time going out of bounds.
The bad, well, I guess not bad, but the new playoff system lets everybody in.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah.
So really, you don't even have to win a game.
Yeah.
I think all it's going to take is one time, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Of someone winning the state championship who hasn't won anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You always hear about those like March Madness teams who are like, this team has a losing record, but they get in and then beat some other team with a winning record.
So here they go. Salthawks. Oh, Cinderman and I think the Salina Mustangs, I think they jumped again.
We're going to have another offsides here.
That motion man gets them, I think, every time.
Makes you wonder if we do have some backups in there on the line that, hey, they've been doing this all game, but you just haven't been out here to hear it. Now we got some new people out there. They're falling for what they originally had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, really this year, we haven't really seen Talon Peters a ton on defense.
No.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. Last year, he played pretty much every aspect
of
the game. How much do you think Talon only playing on the special teams and the offensive side, how much do you think that has helped him rest-wise?
It's probably helped him quite a bit.
I think that gives him a lot more energy specifically. Yeah, being able to get those runs and stuff where he's not playing literally every single down.
I think tonight you also got to give his quarterback credit, too.
Yeah. Good fake, gets it to the pitch, man.
Whoa.
Good block on the outside. And number
He gets
4.
the first down. First and 10. Mr. Driver hasn't had a bad game.
Yeah, we've been hearing his name a lot, both offense, defense, special teams.
Wow, fullback
to the dive back.
breaking.
Picks up about 10 yards on that. It's going to move the chains. Clock stop just a little bit for the chains to move. 26 seconds. Depending on how fast Hutch gets up there, it could be the last play. But I think they will probably be able to snap it one more time.
Yeah.
And that's going to give to the fullback again. And that's going to bring an end to quarter number 3. Salina Central 48, Hutchison 6. We will be back with the final 12 minutes of game right after this.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazin' Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
And welcome back to quarter number 4 of a pretty dominating performance by the Salina Central Mustangs.
Well, it looks like Salt Dogs have the ball. Down under center, hand off to the fullback. Looks like he just makes a big leap. Picks up a couple of yards.
He's kind of a big, tall player and got even that little bit of a jump and lean forward. Probably gives him a little bit more than a lot of people would get.
Yeah, it looks like he could jump about two feet.
Yeah.
2 yards, sorry. Get that 2 yards. Down under center, man in motion.
Pitch to the left.
There he goes.
Ben Driver not able to take him down. Another broken
like
tackle.
Touchdown.
Salt Hawks going to get into the end zone.
Wow.
Salt Hawks looking pretty good on that drive. Of course, might be just a little too late. And they missed the first extra point. They try to see if they can get the second one.
It was far enough.
Yeah, he had a good leg in it, too.
That one's good.
That one is good.
So with 11-14 in the fourth quarter, we have a score of the Salina Mustangs 48, the Hutchison Salt Dogs 13, Salt Hawks 13.
I don't know. Would you ever want to try a salt dog? Like, is that a
I don't
thing?
know.
Is that
I
a thing in
like
New York?
that.
I feel like that's something somebody on in New York would sell. Would be a salt dog. Maybe some in Hutchinson. I don't know.
Wow. There's a few things I could say to that.
Yeah,
But leave it alone.
you know, I'm sure there is.
especially when you look at the score.
Yes.
But they did not give up. That's one thing. That's a positive thing that they can take from this.
Yeah. Granted, there's still a little over 11 minutes left to go in the game. And that kick goes into the end zone, but only by about a yard.
I'm not so sure that I would have kicked it long like that.
Yeah. Were you thinking maybe just kind of a short push, or even thinking onside, maybe?
Onside, I would think.
Yeah.
Onside, and whether see what happens.
Yeah, and looking out at some of the personnel, still seeing Kavanaugh, still seeing Peters.
Yeah, they still got
Counts
the
is still out
starters
there. Yeah.
I don't think that's a real smart move. I mean, you got the game in handle, and you don't need to get anybody hurt.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily, of course, granted, it's still a little bit early. I don't necessarily see that with Kavanaugh kind of first down run there, picking up a couple. I'm not really sure that. Yes, I don't think it doesn't come off to me as like, hey, we're trying to run up the score or whatever.
No.
I see that a lot of, hey, we're getting our starters playing time. So when we have those games in the fourth quarter where they need to be on the field, kind of getting them those reps late in the game.
And I think that's good, but it can turn bad real quick and then in a hurry.
You kind of have more to lose in these situations than you have more to gain. Kavanaugh with another keeper.
First down.
10 for first down. I mean, you expect Central to be running the ball the rest of the game, but I mean, even if you just keep running it, I mean, if they can't stop it, you can't really blame.
Right, that is true.
You can't really blame the coaches if they can't even stop that. Kavanaugh, kind of another read, keeps the ball, picks up a few. And Central just kind of waiting as the time goes. Still got 5 on the play clock. Handoff Peters. And you just kind of have to keep drawing out your sentences because he's not coming down.
And this is not a time that I would have him out there.
Yeah. I mean, you almost wonder, I mean, again, not too familiar with the Hutchison players, but you have to think some of the Hutch players out there are kind of new players.
Yeah.
That we haven't seen.
Yep. Whoa!
And a 3rd and 6 gets it to about a 3rd and 1. Unless there was some movement on the Central. Nope, it's offside.
Defense.
We had about 2 players for Hutchison jump on that.
Oh, wow. So now they make it a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah. And they could really just run the clock down again because the clock just continues. And there you see they're all kind of maybe stepping back a little bit. Still 15 on the play clock. Handoff Peters, cuts it back left side.
Peters.
Good blocks on the wide receiver.
He's going to take it to the house. And Peters takes it to the house.
Just has a lot of these Salt Hawk defenders just on their heels. Really just playing reactive to what they're seeing.
Wow.
So many of the runs by Peters tonight and the touchdown runs he's had, just no one touching him at all. Kick is good. 55-13 Mustangs over the Salthawks.
Wow. Mr. Peters has had another good game.
He's had a pretty good game. There's still 8:34 left to go in the game.
So Mr. Peters is ready to kick it off for the Mustangs. And he comes up and he boots it.
Pretty good return to around the 45. Gonna be about actually the 41.
Looks like number 4 has some good speed.
He does, for sure.
Yeah.
And it looks like next week we will be seeing Hayesville campus here in Salina with the Mustangs taking on campus.
Wow, fullback up the middle. I don't know. You really pretty much got to go up top right now, I would think. I don't know why we're still running the ball.
You know,
or
at
unless
some
we've
points,
just given it up.
You just gotta go with what you get with and just, you know, get the clock down, get out of here, focus on next week.
So you think we've given up?
Oh, not Salina Central, but Salina, the Salthawks.
Yeah.
You know, even just kind of coming out in the third quarter, you're kind of down by such a margin that you literally just be having to throw all over the place, which I'm kind of surprised enough because it has worked. I mean, I would say that dive play right there, which getting pretty good yardage there, getting carried for a first down, that's really been the play they've ran. I'd almost say
a first down.
2/3 of the play calls have been that. And there's another pitch right side.
He's turning the corner.
Let's see where they mark him. Might be. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down.
James.
Yep. And that does stop the clock at 7:09. Clock was just kind of continuously going for quite a while.
Yeah. Whoa.
And we have another offsides. Yeah, I think maybe if you look at it at the end of the day, Hutchison probably won the penalty yardage, I would say. A lot of the penalties being on kind of those 5-yard kind of issues. Hasn't been too many flags. Quarterback keeper,
Pitch.
good.
Whoa,
I was
and
about
he
to say,
pitched it.
good timing on a pitch, but kind of threw it away. Able to scamper back for a few to get back, but
That's a way to kill a play quickly.
yeah. Not even just a play, a whole drive.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of talked about Hutchison being a little too fancy, but I mean, when you're kind of just talking about a normal option game and normal pitch and catch between the quarterback and running back, you know, that's not really all that fancy.
No.
It's just kind of normal part of the offense that they're struggling with. It's kind of been a type of offense Hutchins ran for over 10 years, and there's kind of a broken play. Quarterback came back, went to his right side for a dive play, but nobody was there. Quarterback just had to take it and run upfield.
So now they have no choice but to pass the ball.
Yeah. I would expect to see a pass here.
A run will not get you the first down.
It won't, but again, it is 2 down territory.
Oh, it's third down.
Yeah, it's only third.
Yeah, so no, you don't have to. You can run it. And that's what they do.
No surprise, back to the dive play. Picks up only a couple. He's up 4th down.
Fourth down and what, 5 or 6?
I think they've got it officially about 6. Just about to pass under 5 minutes left. And I think we're going to get a timeout by the Salt Hawks. Looking at just some of the other...
They got a timeout there.
Yeah.
The head coach is not even headed out there.
Yeah.
He's still here on the sidelines.
I think he's got some faith.
Well, they're already slapping hands.
Yeah. I don't know, Charles. This game isn't over yet.
She's in the stadium.
Oh, she is in the stadium? I haven't seen her yet, so, I'm not sure.
Stadium.
There's going to be a 4th down for the Salt Hawks. It's going to be that pass play.
Wide open.
Really well drawn up play there. Gets the Salt Hawks into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight.
You know what that says is if you might have passed more, you might have.
You might have.
Because those are the ones that they seem to be taking to the house.
Yeah.
Hey, up, and it's good. See, I'm not so sure he couldn't even kick a few field goals.
I know, yeah, for sure. And that puts our score 55-20. Mustangs over the Salt Hawks. And looking at a little bit of the rest of the Salina Central schedule, looking at Hayesville campus next week here in Salina, then at Newton, at Mays, and then back home to finish the regular season against Hayes. I think those are pretty winnable games. Mays, of course, been kind of a force a few years. Last looking at the score, Hayesville campus kind of in a fight with Salina South, who's trying to pick up their first win.
Whoa, he fumbles it.
Those are those moments where you usually say could have been disaster, but up by 35 with less than 5 minutes left, not necessarily disaster.
No, it wouldn't even have mattered.
Yeah. And Coach Sambo yelling for some players on the central sideline. Some players kind of hanging out in the back, kind of like, what, me? I'm in the game?
Yeah.
New quarterback now in for the Mustangs. Now we're seeing some of the second string players. I'm not even saying necessarily second string, but even third string.
Yeah, some of the backups, huh?
Here comes 4 new players for the Salt Hawks as well.
So what are they saying? We'll play the backups against the backups?
I suppose so.
Flag on the play.
Down. It's kind of the moments where you think that, well, you know, the JV game's on Monday, and we're getting a little bit of a head start, I would say. And this is going to be a sideline warning. Kind of a weird penalty to call on a 35-yard gain.
Yeah.
But you can kind of look at it. The ball's not even at the kind of 25-yard line where the sideline kind of limit is. Must be getting a little too close over there. And that's going to be a handoff, but going to be met.
Good.
Number 18 of the Salt Hawks introduces himself. Maybe a little late to the party, but still wants everybody to know that, hey, I'm here. .328 and counting. Central's offense again just kind of waiting for it. I think they might even just take a delay a game here or call a timeout. And they're going to take the timeout.
I'd almost say this game is over.
It's not over till it's over, Charles.
She's tuning up.
Oh, is that her over there?
That is her.
Oh, okay.
I keep hearing that. Year. I keep hearing that song.
We haven't seen her. We haven't seen her that much this year. I couldn't really recognize her. So, yeah.
Yeah, she's there.
Need to get her autograph sometime.
I've seen her come a lot earlier, though.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
She has her own limo and everything.
That's it.
They drive her down from the country club, I think. Obviously a punt. The Salina Central gonna die. They're kind of, some of the Central players saying that it hit. It's like number 36 of the Salt Hawks, but ball didn't really seem to change direction to me.
No.
And there's only 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yep.
Now you might want to do a quick count yourself, but did I count only 10 players for Hutch? Yep, they're signaling to the sideline. Yelling somebody's name. Obviously going to have to take a timeout. I think I just heard the Hutchison coach yell, "Who we missing?" And haven't really started anything. Because the play clock hasn't started yet. So I guess they can't find who's out there.
Wow.
It's almost those times you just say, "Hey, you get out there.
Right.
Go line up somewhere."
Oh, he moved in the backfield.
Get a false start. It's going to be on number 12.
Yeah.
Three minutes left to go. 1st and 15, Salthawks. Again, very conservative play call, which we've seen really all night.
Yeah.
Little reverse there. Seen some counters, but not in kind of that full on as a reverse. Haven't seen that much.
I'm not so sure what's going on out there right now.
Yeah.
We're just like letting the younger guys get to play.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping it simple.
And the formation that Hutch is running, they've ran it for a number of years.
Yeah.
It's really a unique formation that allows you to do a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces. And there's a pitch. It's kind of the back that's moving, and another not well transferred. They're not calling anybody down. Salina Central picks up the ball and goes into the end zone.
He's calling a touchdown.
Yeah. You kind of saw the play go. Everybody kind of stopped, but the Central player took it and ran with it. White hat in the sideline official having a little bit of a discussion.
Wow.
And they're calling it a touchdown. They're going to keep it. And that's a good job by the Central player, just not taking it for granted. Again, doesn't seem to be enough Salthawk players on the field. And that kick's going to be good. Kind of a line drive kick, but got it.
That's all you can say is wow. And 62-20.
And we had a late player run onto the field for Hutchison, but just counting them as they ran off the field, they still only had 10 on the field.
Wow. Do you think that the lady might have whispered something to him?
Maybe.
And a few of them said, well, we'll just stay over here and wait.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You know, there's probably some discussion like, hey, you know, this game's still kind of in doubt, but, you know, we're just gonna make it official.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the exclamation point you put on the game.
Wow.
Central extends the lead back to 42. Something you never thought you'd really say a few years ago.
All I can say is wow. I look at the score, 62-20, and I can only say wow.
Yeah. Another good kick, but gonna be out of bounds. I mean, this might sound, very contradictory, but I think the Salthawks offense looked pretty good. It's just a lot of the real issue between the quarterbacks, running backs, dive backs, really just that ball movement is really what's hurting them. If they're able to keep the ball security on those specific areas, they'd be having a lot kind of more successful drives and at least probably a few more touchdowns up on the board, you'd assume.
You would think that.
But it feels like the blocking, especially the pass game, they hadn't gone to a whole lot.
I was going to say, if he don't throw the flag, I don't know what.
I almost wonder if that's one of those things where it's like, are we just going to let it go?
Might as well get the game over.
Are we just going to get the game over with? It's like when you're watching like a Little League baseball game and like, the little kid box or something like that, does something wrong. It's like you just kind of going to ignore it. And like the other team's clearly winning. Its game's almost over.
Yeah, and they move it back. It's
1:37 left to go in the game.
With 62 to 20. Mustangs playing good offensively, defensively. He goes nowhere. We've been saying that a lot tonight. He goes nowhere.
Yeah. And the Hutchison coaches up in the booth next to us already breaking down their equipment. I would imagine the Salina South end of the booth is doing the same.
Yeah. So with 1:05 left in the game, it's Salina Central Mustang 62, the Hutchison Salthawks 20. Yeah, I'd say this game's almost done here.
I would say so. "40 seconds and counting. Probably only going to need to snap the ball one more time.
He goes nowhere.
And I think that's going to be it. Final 10 seconds.
They're down. They're moving them down. It's grinding down. And that's it. Our final. Salina Central Mustang 62. The Hutchison Salthawks 20. We will be right back with the post-game show.
Hello and welcome to the Remax Advantage post-game show here with our player of the game, star of the game, number 20, Ben Driver. Ben, you did it on offense, defense, special teams. You were involved in so many plays tonight. How did you think you played tonight?
I thought I played a pretty good game. Kind of made me gas, running a lot, but it's worth it. Defense came out, got I don't know how many turnovers, 5, 6 turnovers. Only allowed 20 points. The defense played a stellar game.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. Share the win with your team, and we'll see you next week.
Welcome to the post-game show. I'm here with Coach Sambo. Coach, another great week.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought our kids played extremely well. I thought they played extremely disciplined, which they were going to need to do against a very good Hutch team who requires you to play disciplined defensive football, and played our mentality, fast football.
And, well, you say a good team, but it looks like your team tonight made them look like they weren't a very good team.
Well, our guys executed what we asked them to do, and Hutch helped us out at times too. They put us in some good situations that's probably not too normal for them, and but our kids responded and took advantage of it, and that's what good football teams do. And we talked about that halftime. We said there's no quit button on this Hutch team, and we got to keep plugging away because they're going to keep plugging away at us. And this ball game's not over, even though it's 35-6. They've been doing this a long time, winning, and we got to stay after them.
Well, and we were thinking at the beginning of the game you might have a letdown from the big win you had last week with South, but I didn't see a letdown at all.
Yeah, that was our mantra all week. Our motto was respond. And, after those type of big rivalry games and the success you have in those rivalry games, there can be a letdown. So that was our mantra, and we hammered the kids. Good football teams, they respond, and they play even better the next week. And, again, we've talked about all phases that we've hit on. I think our team has improved, and I think from week 3 to week 4, there's another improvement.
Wow, and you can see the definite improvement with the team, with the wins that you are accumulating right now. And I think the kids are probably on another cloud with all this.
Yeah, they definitely. Scoring makes everything fun. And they hung some points on there tonight, and we added a few new wrinkles to our offense. Again, we're pretty low key in that playbook right now, but we're stretching it out, and each week we're looking at some different things that we can do and that we do within our system. And again, we put in some stuff, and our kids execute it to perfection.
Thank you, Coach Sambo. I really appreciate you visiting.
Thanks for doing this. Thanks for elevating our kids.
Area high school athletes now have a big home field advantage. The new Salina Regional Sports Medicine Clinic. Led by orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Hawks, Salina Regional Sports Medicine offers comprehensive care, from education to prevent sports injuries, to performance, to the preservation and healing of damaged joints through surgery and rehabilitation. Fellowship trained in sports medicine orthopedic surgery, Dr. Hawks specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of ligament, cartilage, and meniscus injuries. He and his team of athletic trainers and physician assistant supports 5 area high schools, providing the highest quality, most timely care to athletes of every sport. In the school training facility, on the field, or in our clinic, we're ready wherever and whenever you need us. From high school athletes to weekend warriors, we'll help you get back in the game and keep you in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, the leader in comprehensive sports medicine.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see Domino's.com/rewards or call Domino's.